Well, I'm just pulling into the farm here. It's Saturday, December 12th here in Minnesota. It's the last weekend of muzzleloader season. I've been hunting every weekend since September, so I'm pretty burnt out. I'm kind of ready to get on to ice fishing, but I'm still holding on to my buck tag. Here in Minnesota, you can buy a bow license, a gun license, and a muzzleloader license. But no matter what, you can only shoot one buck. So you kind of got to wait for the right one. So, that being said, I've really been holding out this year. I haven't really passed on anything too egregiously big, but I'm still waiting for that right deer. So, I hope I get it done this weekend, but I have pretty low expectations coming into it just because it's a lot warmer than I was hoping it would be during muzzleloader season. I was hoping for snow-covered ground and, really cold. It's gonna be pretty cold, it'll be below 30, but there's no snow, and we'll just see what happens. I'm excited to get out. It's the last hurrah. It'd be a cool story if you got something on the last day or last weekend or whatever, but I've got a doe tag and a buck tag. I'd probably take either or. A big buck or an adult mature doe, but we'll see what happens. I'll get out this evening for a quick hunt, and then the only other opportunity I'm going to have to hunt this weekend is Sunday evening, tomorrow evening. So just 2 quick evening hunts, and then it's all on to ice fishing from there. So we'll see if we can get a little last minute luck. Well, it's midday here on Sunday. Hunted last evening and it was okay. I saw 6 deer. I think I saw a couple does and a couple fawns, but they were all too far away to shoot at. So it's kind of just the way it goes. This is my final evening here, but it's actually midday here on Sunday right now. So I'm gonna just kind of get my gear in order and head out. And I don't know where I'm gonna sit tonight. It's pretty tempting to go sit in, I call it the COVID castle. It's a big box blind I built during quarantine this year, and it's pretty easy to get to, and it's comfortable. I got a heater in there, so you can go ahead and make fun of me for that if you want. It's my first year in my life hunting in comfort, so I'm pretty excited to give it a shot. I haven't hunted in it that many times this year just because I usually go where I think I'm gonna shoot a big buck. I don't care if it's a lone wolf hang on or if it's a heated COVID castle. I'm going wherever I think the bucks are. Last weekend I basically just sat on the ground the entire weekend in a big creek bottom valley, and nothing's really worked out this year yet. But I think I'm gonna go check some trail cameras right now, midday here, and see if I can have somewhat of a better idea as to where to go sit this evening. So we're gonna do that quick, and then maybe come back in and grab a quick snack, and then head out for the evening hunt after reviewing some trail cam photos and figuring out where to go. Well, that's the last trail camera. It always feels like I've got a pack full of lottery tickets when I get done picking up my trail cams. Hopefully we got the winning number tonight. Well, I just got done checking trail cam photos, and there's some buck activity down by the COVID castle in the middle of the night, so not very helpful for hunting, but there's a buck I've been after for like 5 years, call him Snowplow. He's been occasionally down there, but in the middle of the night. There's another buck that I saw in Velvet who looked kind of nice. He had a broken brow tine, I think, but he was just a nice big 8 or 9 pointer, real tall tines. And so this late in the season, he'd be pretty tempting to shoot. So if I see either one of those, I'll probably take them. Being that it's Sunday evening, I'm probably going to pass on any does just because I don't want to have to take off work just to deal with the doe when I've already got one in the freezer from gun season. But other than that, we'll just see what happens. Well, I'm just pulling into my evening spot here, and sure a lot different out than the Weather Channel said it was going to be. It's pretty sunny, but it is cold, and they are saying 10 to 20% chance of snow this evening, so I don't know, it sure doesn't look like it's going to come in right now, but there is some wind blowing from the north, so I would say that there is a chance that the weather could shift tonight, bringing on some overcast conditions and bringing on some snow, which maybe we'll get the deer moving earlier. So we'll get the old smoke pole loaded up here and get all of our gear and head out and see what happens. Well, it's Sunday, December 13th here in Minnesota, and it's the last day of muzzleloader season. And it's probably my last day, most likely my last day deer hunting for 2020. And it's a love-hate thing. I've been hunting every single weekend, I think, except since September. Started out in Idaho elk hunting for 14 days, and then jumped right into Minnesota bow season, and I think I might have taken 1 or 2 weekends off for family obligations, and been hitting it hard. I've been seeing a lot of deer, but you know, when you're looking for trophy bucks, you can't just make one walk in front of you every day. So I've been blessed the last few seasons to get a nice buck, and I've still got this evening. It could happen. Got a nice doe during gun season, so no complaints there. We got some meat for the freezer, but this evening's pretty nice right now here. It just started snowing, which was kind of unexpected. It was like a 10% chance of snow today, and it's coming down right now, and that is exactly what I was hoping for muzzleloader season. I was hoping it would be covered in snow, and we have a little bit of food for the deer left up here, some crops left up for them, and I was thinking, oh, if it was covered in snow, they'd be in these beans like crazy. But this whole muzzleloader season's just been warm, so it's finally cold today. It's finally snowing. It just started. I didn't think it was gonna snow, so I have high hopes for this evening. I'd love to get a nice buck on the ground and keep my streak going, but maybe that's asking for too much. So we'll just sit tight and see what happens. Oh, buck. It's a nice buck.
my gosh. I can't believe what just happened. I don't even know what buck I just shot. It just looked like a big buck. I just pulled the trigger. It is the last day. I mean, it is the last day of Minnesota muzzleloader season. I think it is 4:30 on December 13th. I have hunted every single weekend since mid-September. Hunting deer, taking days off, driving down to the farm, driving all over, hunting. And it, bow season, gun season, the elk trip, turkey season. I have been skunked in everything. And I just pulled the trigger on a huge buck. I don't even know what buck it is. It just looked like a nice buck. It's outside the ears. It's got plenty of points. I've never muzzleloader hunted in my life. I just bought this year in case I didn't fill my tag. Oh man, I'm choked up. I just bought this thing and thinking, well, maybe I won't fill my tag this year with a bow or a gun, and I'd like to have this muzzleloader as a backup. And I built this 2020. Everybody's hating on this year because of the coronavirus, but I took the time, quarantined, to build this this hut I'm sitting in right now. I guess we call it the COVID castle, quarantine castle, whatever you want to call it. And I had a great time building this structure during my quarantine. And I couldn't wait till it was really cold and snowing outside and, have a chance to get the heater going in here and just be comfortable and enjoy nature and peace and quiet, and then hopefully shoot something out of it. And I was fortunate enough to shoot a doe out of it earlier this gun season, and so was my father-in-law. And I've kind of been, it's set in on me recently that I might not fill my buck tag this year. And it didn't bother me until this weekend, and I was kind of a little bit down this weekend. I was kind of like, I don't really want to go out. I just kind of want to get on to ice fishing and call this year a loss. But I'm pretty sure I smoked that buck. I think I heard him crash, but you don't know. He's not yours till he's in your hand. So, oh man, what a day. What a day. Well, we'll give him a little while here, but looks like I'm probably taking work off tomorrow. It's Sunday, so. All right. I am in shock. All right. Time to get to work. All right, well, me and my father-in-law, Dean, have been out here. We kind of looked through the beans where I know I hit them. We didn't find any blood walking around in the beans. So we kind of started searching this wood line here, and I kind of know right about where it went in, and he looked like he was hit pretty hard once the smoke cleared. So I think with how dark it is, and we got a little bit of fresh snow cover now, just barely, just enough to make it difficult. I think we're going to just turn this into a little bit of a body search and see if we can't just find him. I'm pretty sure I heard him crash down in there, so we'll just try a little bit of a quick body search and see if we can't find any blood or a body, and see what happens. Well, we've been body searching now for about 5 minutes, and I'm starting to get that sinking feeling in my gut, even though I know we'll find this deer, and I know I put a good hit on him. It's just always that feeling.
Oh, there he is. Found it.
You got him?
Yep, right up there.
You got the deer or blood?
Oh, the deer. He's laying in the ditch.
Holy smokes. Oh, geez. I ain't even that far from him. It's the beauty of tracking in the dark. Oh, man. That's a great buck. Well, we just got the buck pulled out of this ditch it fell in. I think every deer we shot this year ran down into some crazy bottom that's hard to get it out of, but that's okay, it's part of the fun. This is a buck that I saw on trail camera early in the season when he was in velvet, and I thought he had broken off a brow tine, but he actually just got it smashed and it started growing back into his head, which will be interesting to see how that looks. And I didn't know if he was quite big enough to shoot ever when he was on the trail cameras, but he kind of disappeared. And then he eventually came back recently. He's been on trail cameras and he had the broken brow tine, and I was like, man, he's got such tall tines. And it's getting so late in the season, I was like, I'm definitely gonna shoot this deer if I see it these last couple of weekends. And lo and behold, he stepped out on the last night with about a half an hour left. And I smoked him. Looks like a good double lung shot, and my first deer with a muzzleloader ever. So pretty excited, pretty fortunate to have gotten a deer, I think 5 years in a row now. So a big buck like this, so can't ask for much more than that. I actually didn't know it was this deer when I shot. I just thought it was a nice buck, and I knew it was the last day, and I thought, heck, what else are you sitting out here for? So I'm so pumped that Dean spotted him, and now we got some work to do dragging him out of here. So what a great end of the season.